Are we ready?
We're ready.
Hello, Witchfolk. We are angels on broomsticks.
You need to start again.
I forgot how to do it. What do I say first?
Oh my god.
Oh, and he's coming anyway.
There's a snowblower outside today.
Okay, guys, there's a snowblower outside, so we're going to just yell through the intro.
Yeah.
Hello, Witchfolk. Welcome to our coven. We are angels on broomsticks. We are a mother-daughter duo. I'm Kristin.
And I'm Evangeline. And here on this channel, we love to talk about...
boys, horses, and baseball.
I forgot my
No,
lines.
we don't like horses or baseball.
I got it.
Okay.
Here on this channel, we see makeup as something that is fun, creative, and magical, and definitely for everyone. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. Got it. And today it's Witches, Bitches, Martinis, and Makeup, which is our Thursday series where we clearly drink a cocktail and we do our makeup and we talk about a witchy or bitchy thing. On the cocktail menu today is Cosmo. Everyone knows a classic Cosmo. We don't have the cute little glass for it today. So we're talking about Framing Britney Spears. The New York Times Presents documentary talking all about how the media treated Britney Spears over the years and the conservatorship that her father has. We're going to be discussing that today. And what's our palette of the day?
Our palette du jour is the Club Nebula palette by Kaleidos in collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist. She's a YouTube influencer. She's Swedish. And this is her favorite brand, and she's so lucky she got to collab with this brand, and she did the most amazing job. I think this is so beautiful. Stunning.
Yep.
Stunning.
The shimmers in Kaleidos.
Super fun to work with. I think we did a really beautiful job.
Yeah, very different
It's
colors.
beautiful, beautiful, and congratulations to Angelica for this.
So if you want to hear about Framing Britney Spears and see how we made these looks today, keep on watching. So we got our Auric finally. Dun dun dun. I'm not sure it's gonna replace my Charlotte.
I don't think it should.
I don't think I like using it the same way I like to use my Charlotte Flawless filter, which is all over my face. But I want to try mixing it with my foundation today.
I heard that's going to be a greasy mess. I've seen somebody do it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Huh?
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
I feel like it didn't make a huge difference. I think it's gonna be a topper thing for me, more like a dewy highlight.
I think so too. Maybe for me too.
What it is for me. So when I first heard of the Free Britney movement was on TikTok. It was people talking about the conservatorship, which if you don't know about it, and this is what the documentary is about as well, it's that her father has like control over her, like who she sees, what she does, has control of her finances, and conservatorships are generally for people who are very, very, very elderly, incapable, and unable to like protect themselves in a way, like they could be subject to fraud. But Britney is still a very functioning person, but her dad was able to get conservatorship over her, so he got to decide everything she did.
Why do you think that happened?
Well, I mean, that's what this documentary goes into, and it's like a lot of the way the public and the media made Britney Spears out to be insane. Like, that's how they did it. It's like all the media contributed to how the conservatorship happened in the first place. I feel like her dad probably just took advantage and saw an opportunity.
He's an opportunist.
But then when I heard about this for the first time, it was on TikTok, and it was people talking about there are coded messages in Britney Spears' Instagram videos. And these are people who really cared about her because they were, you know, hardcore fans. And they're saying, like, sometimes it did get a little creepy. Like, I remember seeing one where she's talking about the movie Frozen. She's like, I love Frozen. And then somehow she refers to a time code in the movie, like at this time. Like, secretly, though, like, you have to be paying attention. And that if you go to that time code, it's like something like having to do with like Elsa or Anna being like, help me, I'm trapped. Like something like that. And there's just so many weird little messages in her videos, which when you first look at on Instagram, like these days, you kind of think, oh, Britney Spears, she's she's off the rails. She's crazy. They've all like to say over the years. But
It reminds me of Frances Farmer. Like, my favorite movie of all time is called Frances with Jessica Lange in 82 or something. She was robbed of that Oscar. Meryl Streep got it for Sophie's Choice. Jessica Lange should have got it for Frances. I don't care what anyone says. The story of Frances was Hollywood kind of turned her, so she like started acting up, and she ended up in a mental institution. And back in the day, like that was in the 1940s and 50s, that was not a place to be. You know, she was raped, like locked in a room with other women, and the prison guards would bring, you know, soldiers.
oh my god.
Yeah, and they'd all get raped. It was like not a good thing. And when she did finally come out of it, she was very subdued and things were not quite right, you know, and they tortured her. So it's a very similar story. The way Hollywood, her management probably, her father, the tabloids, the internet, all ruined her.
I noticed how in the documentary, like oftentimes when they were talking about Britney Spears, it's almost like they talked about her more as a brand and less of a human.
Yeah, they dehumanize her.
And people monetize off of her pain. And they really talk about that, how like paparazzi, like photos of her, the right photo would sell for so much money. Like the more she was in pain and the more she fucked up, the more the media could profit off of it. So the more they frame her, I guess that's why it's called framing Britney Spears, because they're framing her. They're twisting it. Hold on.
I just did my eyebrows and I set it with that Got to Be You hair gel. And I take the excess and I make my hair. Did I just see you contour?
I always do that.
A contour?
A little bit. You get mad at me.
No, I don't get mad. Should I contour? Yes.
If you want to.
When pandemic ends, I'm gonna get injections. I keep telling you people that.
Like fillers or like Botox?
I want to get Botox for sure, because I've been getting Botox. But I want to get like filler. I need to fill my lips because they're getting That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna do blush.
Me too. I'm gonna steal blush.
MAC Groovy Glow Play.
Same. Boop boop boop.
So, some things I found shocking in this documentary were the freaking interview questions she would get. Like, they really point out how misogynistic it was, sexist, really inappropriate. And one of the first ones was, okay, who was the guy?
Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon. I don't know how old she was exactly. She was a child, and she just did an amazing performance. Her voice was so low, and she was, like, really good. And he asked her, so, do you have a boyfriend? And that's the question you're asking her. She's like, no. It's like, why not? Because boys are mean. Yeah, they are. And then it's like, well, do you think I'm mean or something like that? She's like, depends. It was...
But she didn't even say it like depends. She's like...
Yeah, that's true.
Depends.
Depends. It's like, what is your
I like the way she said it, because she was like, that guy.
That's true. And then I was actually looking up, like, on YouTube moments with Britney. Like, she's generally, like, very forgiving of reporters and
Yeah,
stuff.
she's very forgiving of Diane Sawyer, because Diane Sawyer was grilling her, and then Diane Sawyer showed her the clip of this crazy biatch saying, if I would, what did she say?
She says, if I had the chance to shoot Britney Spears, I would. It was like mothers against Britney Spears.
Can you believe it? Mab. Like, how on earth is that acceptable on TV, like on primetime TV? I would kill a young woman.
And she was a teenager at the time.
A teenager, and this poor girl was like, that is awful. Like, I would have walked out of that interview.
Yeah. But it's like hard when, like, in general, when you're a woman and you're in these instances where it's like you feel uncomfortable, but you just play along, and especially when you're in the media, like, I can't even imagine.
When you're shocked and you don't know what to do and you're stuck there in an interview.
But it's like, what would bring a mothers against Britney Spears, why did they get to that point? Like, what were they so threatened by? Did they think that their children were gonna...
No, they thought their husbands were gonna bone her. That's what they thought.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Because they can bone Britney Spears?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know who has the problem there? Not Britney Spears.
No.
The fucking weird men and the weird women who feel like they need to put this child down and
it's
shoot
really
her.
distressing.
Oh my God. Just imagine hearing that about yourself. When I saw that one really, really disturbed me. Mm-hmm. I guess I'm ready for the eyeshadow.
Okay, we're going to do our eyeshadow now, y'all. Mm-hmm. And as you see, we already showed you. I'm sure we already showed you. We don't know. That's our future self. I'm going to go in the bottom with these corally things. And you have a plan.
I think I'm going to do the top because that green was begging.
Yeah, the green is, I've seen people use, and it's amazing.
I put the ring light too bright. I keep getting weird little ring lights in my vision and I can't see very well. Okay, I'm using this, really bright green first. Are you getting that?
No.
Little ring lights everywhere. I remember this in the media. I was still a kid, but remember when Britney Spears shaved her head? Mm-hmm. I remember being part of like as a kid, hearing about that, oh, she's crazy now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But like I look back on that moment and in the documentary, I'm like, yes. Like, it's kind of badass.
You totally get, yeah. I was heavily into internet gossip, I think, D-listed. Mm-hmm. I never really did like Perez. But I remember thinking at the time, yeah, of course she's going to shave her head. She's got to, like, wash it all out of her hair. I always have that urge. Like, I used to always shave my eyebrows. And
wait, what? Wash it all out of her hair?
All the shit out of her hair, Not the cocaine. Because at the time, they were saying, oh, she gets cocaine tested regularly. And they tell the cocaine levels from her hair.
Which is really weird.
I think that's not true.
No.
I think it was a symbol.
Symbolic.
Yes. Yeah.
Why would they... Your urine.
Yeah, there's urine. I'm sure
her hair.
Her hair has cocaine in it, so whatever. Come on.
Well, it's like hair is such a symbol, like you have a breakup. Yeah. Cut your hair, you're in a new phase of your life.
Yeah, you have a baby, you cut your hair.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. But for her, I feel like, it was like rejecting everything and the way she was being treated, the way she was portrayed in the media. It's like, fuck this. And apparently she went in to ask to get her head shaved and the person refused and she just
they had videos of that back in the day on the internet.
Yeah.
But I remember the time, like, I'm not a Britney Spears person because, I'm not of the age and I listen to, like, 80s, emo music. Like, so it's not my music, it's not my anything.
Yeah.
But, like, I like pop culture. I saw her on the Ellen Show when she was with Kevin Federline. And I thought they were so cute together. So when that all went tits up, I felt like that's too bad. Because they were so cute and they seemed so in love. And, I think she was pregnant at the time. Yeah, she was young, but that's fine. I think you can get pregnant when you're young. I don't care what anyone says.
So they talk a little bit about the Justin Timberlake relationship. When they broke up, the way the media grilled Britney Spears about the breakup was like it was all her fault. And Justin Timberlake like had a song and a music video that was like profiting off of like, tell me you love me, na 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 na. I forget what it was, but it was like, you left me all alone. Song. And it was like he was using the breakup to make money. The way the media grilled Britney Spears about this breakup, it's like they were so young. Like, why do you care about these, like, I don't know how old were they at the time, like 20?
Even if they're 40, guess what?
True.
It's nobody's business.
Like, why do you care? Like, and it was all like, what did you do to break
Why are people so emotionally invested in other people's love lives? Like,
yes.
Sometimes breakups are a good thing, by the way.
That's true.
You don't have to go, oh, they broke up. I'm so sorry. You didn't fucking stick it out for the rest of your lives in misery.
Yeah.
That's another story.
We'll never celebrate breakups. That's true. Like, congrats, you broke up.
Yeah, we just had Valentine's Day. Celebrate your singledom.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. And it was like the way they were talking to her. It's like, what did you do to break his heart? And then there's like Justin being interviewed. So did you fuck Britney Spears? That's all we want to know. Because she was
F
like,
word?
They probably didn't.
Oh, okay.
I felt like they did though. And it was like a boys club kind of conversation. It was like, and Justin's like, yeah. And they're like, yes. Like, as if she was something to be conquered too.
There is a funny line in Love Actually.
Yeah.
When that rock star, that aging rock star, he's coming out with that hit single, I fucked Britney Spears.
Oh, yeah.
She was rubbish. Just kidding. Or whatever.
Does he say just kidding?
Yeah. It was funny.
Yeah, I forgot about that. The thing is, people were profiting, and she was the butt of the joke all the time. And they show that Family Feud episode. Where it's like, what did Britney Spears lose this year?
Yeah.
It's like her sanity, her kids, her hair, her marriage.
Yeah, imagine losing your kids is one thing. People, you lost your hair. Yeah, okay. You got to own that.
But she didn't lose her hair.
No, she shaved it.
Yeah. Family Feud is just disgusting in general.
Who hosts it? That guy I hate.
Yeah, he's gross.
I hate him.
I forgot his name.
He's the one that wrote that book. Act like a lady.
Think like a man.
And act like a lady, bitches. Because you're too much of a hoe. You gotta wait for your man, like, you can't have sex for 3 months.
Did he say that in the book?
Yeah, in the book. I bought it.
I know, I've never seen that book.
I thought it was like, okay, I need advice. This guy has it.
Don't have sex for 3 months? What does
Or
that say?
more.
Okay, here's then a conversation with Britney Spears too. That idea that you don't have to, you shouldn't have sex on the first date or whatever. I feel like you should.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to find out if that guy has a Madonna whore complex.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Which is what they talk about.
So many of them have it, unfortunately.
I hope not anymore. It's kind of an
I think they
outdated way
do.
of thinking. No?
Yeah, I think maybe my generation is the last.
I fucking hope so, because it's so stupid.
I know.
Because that was what Britney was. She was like embodying this borderline of like, she's both a Madonna and a whore.
And we're not talking Madonna Cicciolina or whatever her last name is. A lot of people, when you say Madonna whore, they think Madonna the pop star.
Oh, no, like Madonna the Bible
Yeah,
lady.
Madonna the Bible. Okay, guys.
The Bible lady.
Just saying.
I assume people know what that means. It's like women can either be like the good girl next door or the slut. Like, it's so outdated. That was Trey from Sex and the City.
I'm like, Trey from Sex and the City is quintessential Madonna whore complex.
Yeah, because he couldn't get it up for his wife, who was supposed to be virginal, and
he had to get it up for Jugs.
So stupid. Oh, I hate it so much. Just the fact that women's bodies and everything has to be so policed. Like Britney Spears. We were just watching it right before we started filming. The Give Me More performance at the MVAs. It was like supposed to be her coming back after shaving her hair and stuff. And everyone was talking about how fat she was and how lazy she looked. And
she looked amazing.
They're like, oh, she was jiggling.
Okay, nowadays everybody wants to jiggle.
Everyone wants to jiggle.
She was not even jiggling. She's like so tight.
Yeah, I know. She looked a little lazy, but whatever.
Yeah,
she was just like, give me more.
It's a look.
Yeah, it was a look. Fun. I was into it.
Me too. Guys, in person, this pink color is out of this world.
So there's an interesting part of the documentary where they had a paparazzi guy, like, because he was one of the paparazzis who would, like, hound Britney Spears, and he was the one who got that money shot of her slamming, like, his car. It was his car.
Oh, with the umbrella.
Yeah, when she was bald. But he, like, had gotten this whole tip about it, like, oh, she's going to Kevin Federline's house to go and see her children, and then Kevin Federline denied her, and then they chased her and her cousin to, like, a Jiffy Lube parking lot. Anyway, it was just sometimes interesting the way he was talking about her. It was like, almost like they had a relationship, which I really don't think they did at all. And things he said, we were benefiting off of Britney and Britney was benefiting off of us at first. It was really great.
Well, yeah, paparazzi seem to think that they, you know, they create fame, which they do in a way, because then those sites get fodder, right?
Yeah. I thought it was interesting to have him in the documentary. I don't think he's inherently a bad person, but it opened some interesting conversations about, consent and paparazzi and...
Lady Diana, Princess of Wales.
Yeah. I watched that Diana documentary and, like, the way the media hounded her.
I think the British media is really ruthless.
Really? I feel like the
Americans too, but, like, British... Like, I remember going to Britain and, like, just their tabloids are just crazy.
I was thinking about, actually, the Harry Potter celebs today. Because they grew up in the eye of fame as really young kids, but none of them
Nobody
ended up,
cares.
like...
Well, because it's also the way their careers go. Like, they don't do things that are sensational. Like, pop stars have always been sensational.
Right.
Like, forever.
So we don't like Justin Bieber, but we really love that song, Lonely.
I like Justin Bieber now.
Well, not Justin Bieber's songs. You don't listen to Justin Bieber.
I just like the Lonely.
But the song Lonely, it made me really sad. It was good. Made me so sad.
Why'd you bring up Justin Bieber?
Well, because it's about growing up in the media.
I know. I feel bad for Justin Bieber. Now, I was mean to Justin Bieber in my day.
You were?
Yeah, I used to think he was a douche, and now I feel like I was a little harsh. He's a child, like a douchey little child, but I shouldn't have said anything. I feel bad.
True.
I apologize to Justin Bieber. I never said anything bad about Britney, though. I always felt bad for her. Yeah. And cool, I thought her shaving her head was amazing.
Good. Yeah.
And her busting, like her with that umbrella, yes.
Oh, that was...
I loved it.
Yeah.
Not in a, like, Schadenfreude, I love you going crazy. But, like, no, I thought that was the sanest thing she ever did.
Yeah. Look, you just fuck.
Yeah.
I would do that.
I would have a portrait of me doing that if I were her.
Ah!
Up on top of my mantle. And then there's an equal picture of Frances Farmer doing the same thing in a courthouse.
Mascara is on.
Lips.
I'm going to put more blush on. I was trying to think if I'd ever experienced anything similar to Britney Spears. Can you think of anything?
Weird things that happened to me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I just want to say and preface this. As a teenager, I used to love that kind of attention. Yeah, like, I'd seek it out.
What? You're like the only person.
Come on. All teenagers come on. No way.
As a teenager, I in no way felt comfortable with myself that I would feel like I could.
Oh, I used to like it. As a teenager, I would like go on the highway, walk, and like get catcalled, and I thought that was the coolest thing. I was like 14.
That's really young.
It was a different time. It was the 70s. But I remember, though, when you were a baby and I had to take you to a heart specialist.
Yeah.
The doctor was kind of creepy because he had to check your heart, and I was just a new mom, and he had to take, your thing off, and, she's getting naked. Does she like getting naked like her mommy? And I was like, what? Yeah. Yeah.
I never heard this.
Yeah, no, I just remembered it.
I'm halfway through my listing. I never heard this.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking gross.
Does she like getting naked like her mommy? Yeah.
What did you say?
Well, and I was not a teenager then. I wasn't a 14-year-old on the highway. No, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it was embarrassing. I was like, what?
That's terrible. That's disgusting.
A doctor.
You're also talking about a baby.
Well, he was more sexualizing
I know,
his
but it's
the mummy.
Also weird.
Yeah.
Like in the
you
context,
were a baby. You were only 3 weeks old.
Let's use this baby as an opportune. This baby getting a heart check as an opportune moment to sexually harass the mother.
Yep.
Nowhere is safe. That's
No.
disgusting.
1994.
Ew. Also, I hate this lipstick color. What was I thinking? I don't know.
I like that lipstick.
I don't like
What
it.
is it?
I like it, but I don't like it.
Okay, you can change it.
I'm gonna change
Well,
it.
change it. We'll be back,
I'm gonna be right
and
back.
then we'll say our goodbyes.
Yeah, and think
Okay.
about how
Right.
disgusting people are. Okay, I changed my lip, but I realized the problem was less the color and more everything is dry and gross. So
We need another cocktail.
another cocktail. We're gonna film another video after those.
Yeah.
And I can't get over what that doctor said. Anyway, that's what women have to deal with, but I'm sure a lot of you know this.
So,
So that being said, definitely check out the Framing Britney Spears documentary because, you know, it's a great reflection on, like, especially just the way women are treated.
and most of us live through it, and you remember things, and
Yeah.
you can reflect on it and think, hopefully things are going to change
Yeah.
even more.
Because they're definitely on their way there, but there's still so much BS. So many stupid questions. So many gross things.
Well, I was even just listening to a podcast today, and it was about wait staff wearing masks and serving. And one of the waitresses was asked can you remove your mask, sweetheart, so I can see how much I want to tip you?
The implication behind that is especially disgusting. It's not just, the smile for me thing.
Smile.
It's, can you risk your health and your existence for me to see your face? That's the implication behind it. Because
And I
it's
can
like,
judge how pretty you are, so I can give you as much money as I think you deserve.
the worst thing about tip culture, because I'm a server, is that you have to put up with that shit because if you don't, you're not going to get the tip. It's so fucking, and men know that. They know that. And they abuse it. Anyway, that's
on that note, yes.
our episode. I really love your look,
I love your look.
but I don't know. I
It's
feel
insanely
dry
gorgeous.
here.
I love this palette.
It's really
Congratulations, Angelica. This is the most beautiful palette since the one last week that we did, the Iceland one from Nomad.
These
But
are
yeah,
good.
no, I'm in love with this palette. You have to look at this brand, Kaleidos.
It's my favorite.
It's so beautiful. And their customer service is so great. I cannot commend them enough.
So let us know if you've tried Club Nebula, if you've seen the documentary, if you remember things about Britney Spears, if you've experienced stuff similar to this and you feel comfortable sharing. This is definitely a Me Too space. And yeah, let's look at this doc and see how we can move forward, see how we can critique the past, and yeah, we'll see you next Sunday. We're going to be doing a very fun 21 questions, makeup questions. We're not going to be doing makeup. We're just going to be chatting.
Yes. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye,
Bye,
witches.
witches.